Good morning, everyone. I hear my voice coming out from a computer over here somewhere, if someone could take care of it. It's this. Thank you. My name is Suzanne Mazars. I'm the music director here, and I have your announcements, the life of this community. Our monthly open mic is coming up Saturday, March 1st from 7:30 to 9. We do this once a month for Saturday of the month. All members and our extended community is welcome to share your talent, whether that's music, poetry, dance, magic tricks, jokes, poetry, readings. It's this one now. It sounds like that's Saturday, March 1st at 7:30. It's that time again for tax receipts. So they've been sent, as well as gifts in kind receipts. They have not been sent, but they will be sent next week. If you have not received it, please check your spam folder and contact Hella, office@nuuc.ca, and she will be sure to get one to you. Thank you for all of your donations to Neighbourhood. In our galleries, we have Megan McKnight's Weeds and the Relatives and Michael Battenberg's Portraits of an Overlooked World. You're welcome to view the gallery today after service or drop by during the week to enjoy the artwork. Tonight, here in our space, we are hosting Taylor Abrahams and Spencer LaJoy for a concert of queer folk music. If you haven't got your ticket, it's not too late. You can buy it through Eventbrite or come and pay cash at the door. Doors open at 7:30. The show is at 8. It's going to be spectacular. Hope to see you there. Beat the midwinter blahs and join a potluck group. These meals are open to anyone in our community and will be happening over the next couple of months in members' and friends' homes. You can decide to host or sign up to participate, to bring a meal and share food with other folks at Neighbourhood. You can email Moira. Her email will be in the Monday mailing, and the sign-up sheets are under the screen in our cappuccino room. Are you interested in joining our comfort choir? We sing at bedsides twice a month in palliative care, as well as singing for vigils, services, home visits, and memorials. We're having an open rehearsal for folks that are interested on Friday the 28th from 6:30 to 8:30 here in Rafos. Requirement to join comfort choir is a call to this type of music ministry, the ability to hold your own vocal part without accompaniment, to be able to hold a calm and steady presence, and to sing gently. So if you're interested, you can talk to me after service or come on Friday. The Social Environmental Action Committee meeting is happening March 9th after service from 12:15 to 1 o'clock. For more info on how to get involved in social and environmental action with this community, you can speak to Nancy or to Laura, our co-chairs of the C Committee. And next Sunday, March 2nd, we continue exploring our theme of interdependence with a message entitled Life Interdependent with our friend Reverend Lynn Harrison. Music will be provided by our own spirit choir. Our service weaver will be Peter Marmerick. And time for all ages is blank, but I imagine it's going to be done by Julia. Thanks, everyone.
Good morning, beautiful spirits, those of you here in this sanctuary, and a big wave to those who are joining us also on Zoom. Welcome to, this is actually our first Unitarian Universalist Congregation Intergenerational Service of 2025. Yeah, and that means that we all get to stay together, which is so cool. So it means that those of us, well, I'm not in the early stage of life. So those of you who are here that are in the earlier stages of life, and those of us who are more on the elderhood side, we all get to stay together, which is such a perfect mix. And it's also a really special service because we will be welcoming, we think, 14 or so new members to our congregation. We have a joining celebration today as well. Yay. Yay is right. My name is Debb Bertazzon, and as always, it's a pleasure to be your service weaver this morning. I want to take a moment to remember that the people from the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nations are treaty holders of the land where we celebrate and play and gather together, which means the land where we're sitting right now in this congregational building really belongs to them, doesn't it? And they were promised it in 1805. They and the Wendat and the Anishinaabe Nations and the Haudenosaunee Confederacy lived here way before us. and they still do live here now, together with the First Nations, the Métis, and the Inuit peoples. I'd like to thank them for their amazing teachings about the care and respect for Mother Earth and all that grows upon it and within it, and in the waters and in the air that we share, and all the inhabitants, the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4-leggeds, and the crawlers and the swimmers and the flyers. We're all together on this planet, and we depend on each other. Okay, so now's the time that we do our circle casting. And usually when we have our young people present, we do it a little bit differently. We do the first part of the invocation. Tab is going to come up. I know that I tend to forget things really easily. I'm in that elderhood part. And so what we did was our young ones, with their wisdom, created some gestures. And we usually do these gestures. And I'll just remind you how it goes, and then we'll all do it together, okay? So we go, let us cast a circle of a sacred space here, and that's when we're going to point our fingers and draw a circle in the air, like we're casting a circle. Then let us cast a circle of a cherished space here. Now, cherished means it's kind of dear to our heart, so we put our hand on our heart. And then we say a place of safety. That's when we kind of put our hand out like, you know, we're going to block any bad stuff that's coming, right? And then a place of forgiveness. We do praying hands. And then a place of love. And that's when we do the make a heart thing, okay? So you can do this from a seated position. You can do it if you're on your feet, if you want to go on your feet, whatever makes you feel it in your body. You do you, okay? So let's do it. So let's cast a circle of a sacred space here.
Let us cast a circle of a cherished space here, a place of safety, a place of forgiveness, a place of love.
Wonderful. Thank you. So let's continue in this space-loving circle. Thanks, Tab. This morning, our chalice is going to be lit by one of our founding members, Alison Kabayama. Since we're doing a joining service, it seemed kind of neat. And as she lights the chalice, she's taking from the children's flame, the wisdom from the children's flame. Where's Julia? And as she's doing that, please join Julia in reading our Friendship Chalice lighting prayer.
We light this chalice to remind ourselves to treat all people Please join me in singing the chalice lighting song.
Here at Neighbourhood, we enjoy learning from many different beliefs and many different traditions. Any folks that want to join our community can come any Sunday if they're interested in being a part of a spiritual community. If you're here with us for the first time, just want to let you know that after service, we always have a snack, coffee, tea time. And if you're willing to, and if you would like to, you can grab a red mug. Now that's a signal for us that you're okay being approached. And then we might talk to you a little bit about Neighbourhood and would love to learn a little bit more about you. Our services do vary from week to week, as you'll see. But some things do stay the same. For example, our mission or our goal at Neighbourhood is to help everyone grow their hearts and their spirits, and to take care of each other and to take care of the world. We also plan our Sundays around themes. Last week, we started getting curious about the idea of interdependence. And today, we're going to keep thinking about that idea as we welcome more people to our congregation. We are becoming a larger group again. What? This is so great. Yeah, I know. I'm seeing some applause. Thank you, Lauren. It's so great because we really do need each other's help to make this congregation a community that is so wonderful like it is. I found this really neat quote from an unknown author that seems fitting for this service. And it goes like this: helping others is like planting a seed. It grows into something beautiful for everyone to share. Just like a plant needs sunshine and water to grow, we need each other to thrive. Right? Yeah. So now it's time to be that ray of sunshine and greet our neighbors. And after you've greeted folks close to you, feel free, don't forget about our folks joining us on Zoom, and give a little wave to that back camera. And then Suzanne will sound a chime when it's time for us to end, and that'll indicate it's time to go back to your seat.
Pull up a lyric slide. So for about the past 10 years, when we've had a joining ritual, we have sung a song called Whoever You Are. And I realized, I'm looking around the room, and there's a lot of people that have maybe never sung this song before. So instead of just launching into it, I'd like some time to teach it to you. It's a song created by the Kent congregation in Ohio through an interdependent process where there was feedback from the members of the congregation on what kind of language they wanted to use to welcome people to their congregation. And this is what they came up with. Bruce? Whoever you are, we welcome you. Wherever you come from, we welcome you. Whomever you love, we welcome you. So I just want to take a minute to explore this. Whoever you are, who do we have here today? Could you maybe just call out who you are into the space to see who's here today? That's who's here. And where do you come from? Can we just call out into the space some places, some spaces you come from? We welcome all of you. And whomever you love. And with the whom, I'm assuming this is people, but this could also be animals or plant friends that you love. Whom do you love, everyone? Just call out some things and names and places you love. We welcome all of you and all of your diverse loving and places and people. I'm going to teach you the tune, and when our new members join, we'll get into singing it a little bit more. So it sounds, whoever you are, we welcome you. Can we try that? Whoever you are, we welcome you. Wherever you come from, we welcome you. Wherever you come from, we welcome you. Whomever you love, we welcome you. Whomever you love, we welcome you. Let's put it all together one time. Whoever you are, we welcome you. Wherever you come from. Wherever you come from, we welcome whomever you love. Whomever you love, we welcome. And we're going to repeat that last line. Whomever you love, we welcome you. Welcome, everyone.
Hello. I'm Julia, and welcome to Theater for All Ages, and brought to you by none other than Neighborhood Spirit Players. We are presenting the story of the Little Red Hen, but we've made some changes from the original story. What am I talking about? We'll soon find out. But first, let me present our actors. We have Tab, who is our narrator, and the Little Red Hen, which is being played by Denise. We have Lauren, our friendly, sometimes, farm guard dog. And Kurt, our workhorse. Do you want to give it a whinny? And we have Luann, who is going to be the mother goat. And we have Karen, who is her kid goat. And actually, we have the possibility of two more kids for our mother goat. If anybody would like to be one of the kids, oh, thank you. Anybody else? One more? Yes. All right, and we will get into our positions. We have our goats right here, our mother goats. And we have our guard dog. Oh, and we have, for just in case, oh, sorry. The kids, the goat kids want the cushion to be comfortable. And without further ado, we shall begin. Let the show begin.
Once upon a time, there was a little red hen who lived with her friends, goat, horse, and dog. She was taking a walk one morning when she found some seeds of wheat.
Wow!
She was very excited and hurried home to show them to her friends.
Oh, that's me. Look, everyone, I found some seeds of wheat. We can plant them, we can grow them, harvest them, and then grind them into flour to make bread. Hey there, goat. Let's goat, my friend. You put your shovel in, you take your shovel out, you put your shovel in, and you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. Excuse me.
Well, I would if I could, but I got all these kids to take care of.
No worries. No worries. I'll do it myself.
Okay.
And so she did. She planted those little seeds, and they grew into bountiful golden wheat, all ready to be harvested.
Look, the wheat has grown so tall. How did that happen so quickly? Who will help me harvest and take it to the mill? Hey there, horse. Microphone. Kurt, can you help me? This could be your new hobby, horse.
Oh, I wish I could, but I'm a workhorse, and I gotta pull all these stones on this big cart. Sorry.
You put your scythe in, you take your scythe out, you put your scythe in, and you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey, and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. No worries, I can do it myself.
And so she did. She harvested the wheat, and when she was done, she took it to the mill to have it ground into flour.
Ye old neighborhood mill. Exchange your wheat for a bag of flour. Pay what you can. Now we have some lovely flour. How did that happen so quickly? We have help to make me, will somebody help me make bread? Hey there, my good friend dog. We've got doggone this.
Well, you know, I'd love to help you, but I gotta make sure there's no wolves around. I'm really strong and powerful and really mean. I can't help you, sorry.
That's okay, I'll do it myself.
And so she did.
You put your dough in, you take your dough out, you put your dough in, and then you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about.
The little red hen got to work. She somehow transformed that flour into perfect dough, which she kneaded for a bit and then popped into the oven. It was ready in no time. And when she took it out of the oven, voila, it had turned into a loaf of bread. The smell of fresh bread made the animals hungry. They gathered together in the kitchen.
Now we have a lovely loaf of bread. Who's gonna help me eat it?
Anything to hell.
Once more for the mic.
We're would, but we're ashamed that we didn't do anything to help.
Nonsense. You, horse, helped me move around the stones to build my beautiful oven. And you, dog, you kept me safe while I worked. And goat, you're raising a whole new generation of farm animals. You've all helped me so much by simply being you. Now dig in.
And so the little red hen and her friends
Literally.
shared the loaf, appreciating how each and every one of them was an important part of the whole.
And now everybody's going to join me here. We're going to do one more reprise of my very good song. Everybody join me at the front. Okay, I'll do it. You put your friends in, you take your love out, you put your friends in, and you throw your love about. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. Thank you.
Very well done to all of our spirit players. Hello, my name is Reverend Sally Fritsche. I am pleased to serve as the minister here at Neighborhood UU. We know that in the traditional telling of the little red hen, the hen gets increasingly frustrated when no one will volunteer to help her and finally refuses to share any bread. It's told usually as a lesson for children, teaching us that if you don't put in the work, you won't get the reward. But our fantastic, talented retelling here has a different message, one about recognizing all the ways that we are already intertwined and helping one another, long before the work even begins. We might find ourselves in any one of these characters, or in all of them, depending on the different seasons of our lives. The hen working hard, struggling to find anyone to help her out, having to do it herself, or the farmyard friends too busy to say yes, then feeling guilty for saying no. Has anyone here ever felt bad about not being able to do more for others? Or has anyone here felt frustrated for not being able to get anyone to step up and help with something? And our hen today demonstrates her Buddha nature by being able to look past any frustration and see all the ways that she was helped. See the fundamentally interdependent nature of her life there on the farm. She shares the bread in the end surrounded by community. Compare that to the meal in the official telling of that story, where she righteously refuses to share, teaches the other animals a lesson, and herself eats all alone. The mission of this congregation, why we gather together, is to empower spiritual growth and shared action for the care of our world. But an even simpler answer to why we gather together is just because we need one another. We humans can focus on our separate work, spiritual work, material work, justice work, feeling isolated, telling ourselves no one else is helping enough. We can feel resentful or frustrated and lose track of all the ways our own lives are made possible by the lives of others. No matter our mission, none of us will be alone in it. Each time we gather here, we, all of us, benefit from the loving efforts of those who came before us, of people and beings we will never meet. That could mean Linda and Pat, diligent kitchen volunteers. It could mean our long ago heretic ancestors who birthed this faith tradition. It could mean the trees who gave their wood to these chairs, these floors. It could mean the worker at the power plant that sends gas or electricity to heat our building. We are not alone here. I invite us to take a breath, settle more fully into this space, let your mind wander to find just one singular being who you know is or was necessary to making this gathering here and now possible. If we are in a vast interconnected web of light, let yourself trace the threads to just one node. Let yourself be connected to this single being across time or distance. Breathe in and know that what you experience, what you have, is in part thanks to them. Breathe out and send them your gratitude with that breath. And when you're ready, I invite you to bring your attention back into your own body and mind. And let me remind you that you are a being who made this gathering possible. That your presence, your contribution to this community has an effect on every other person here. Breathe in and know that you are worthy. Breathe out and let yourself rest in the knowledge that who you are is needed here. And let me be the one to breathe gratitude and say thank you all for doing everything that you have to make this community what it is. Later in today's service, we are going to welcome new members into our congregation, and it is the care and willingness to show up of all the people here that have made this a place that newcomers want to join. We need one another, and it is worth remembering that we are not alone. And now I'll invite Suzanne forward to lead us in an interdependent musical activity.
Yes, I'm just thinking where's the best spot for it, and I think it's going to be over here. Hi, Julia. Thanks for helping. So we're going to create a music machine. Some of you know what that is, some of you don't. So what it is, it's a way to add on and create an interconnected living soundscape. I'm going to need lots of volunteers, so you can be a volunteer up here, or you can just enjoy witnessing the process from your chair. Your job as a volunteer is to come up with a repetitive movement and a repetitive sound that you could do for maybe like a few minutes straight. So maybe Julia, you could start us with something, and I'll keep describing it so y'all know what's happening. Anything you want. All right, this is yours. Then the next person, which looks like it's going to win, is going to connect her movement and her sound to what Julia is doing. And Deb looks like she wants to get in, and she could connect to Julia or to Luann, behind and front. Figure out your place in this. All right, now I'm looking to the congregation. Yeah, come on up and just add on however you want, and we'll build a music machine together. What are you connected to here? This could get to be everyone if y'all are willing to come participate. Actually, I have to get out of it because I can't keep going. Get in there, Sana. You like Anybody else want in on this music machine? All right. Actually, all right, cogs of my machine, we're gonna break apart. Can you malfunction and return to your seats? Thank you so much.
Who knew? Who knew we had such talent in our congregation? All right, last spring, this congregation joyfully welcomed 12 new members, and since then we have had many more visitors and newcomers coming through our doors. So later in today's service, we're going to have the chance to formally have a joining ritual and celebrate another 14 new members who want to join our congregation. This is a group made up of a variety of life experiences and identities, some of whom have already gotten to know Neighborhood or Unitarian Universalism very well, some of whom you saw up here in the play earlier, and some of whom have only been here a few short weeks and are already entirely certain that this is the place for them. This group has been shepherded along by our wonderful membership team, David Zalakar and Christina Keel. And David is going to come up and help with this next part. He has the candles, all right. So I'm going to read out the names of those who will be joining today. And if your name is read, I invite you to please stand as you're able and make your way up here. You'll each have a chance to light a candle representing your unique light being added to our community. And we're asking you to please place it closer to the center candle today so that there's still space for sads and glads later on in the service. And then you'll have a chance to share your name and then briefly a sentence or two about what brought you here, what it means to you today to be joining as a member. So let me read our names today. We have Laurence Bellinger, Anne Bragg, Nathan Bragg, Rob Corbett, Keith De Silva, Lynn Evans, Denise Lambert, Brenda Ponick, and Samantha Ponick, Abigail Scott, Wendy Oakton, Leslie Gallagher, Robin Mandel, and Paul Robson, who I didn't actually lay my eyes on him this morning, so I'm not sure if he's here. But if you're here, Paul, you're invited up too. So I invite you to light your candles. Please stay up here. As you speak from the microphone, you can go back to your seat if you would like, or you're welcome to stay here with your fellow new members. And I'll invite you to briefly introduce yourself and, oh. Thank you. Good teamwork. I'll invite you to briefly introduce yourself. And remember, we're sharing time between 14 of us this morning. So we want to hear from you. We want to get to know you.
I was going to say,
Do what we do with the sets and glads.
yeah, it makes sense. I'm Lawrence. I was hoping not to be the one first because I'm super tired this morning, actually. So I'm just happy to be here. What brought me here was my feet.
I'm Anne. I'm really happy to be becoming part of this congregation. I grew up Catholic, and I never felt like I belonged there. And I'm happy to be becoming a part of a democratic group. I went to vote yesterday, and I started to cry because I feel like, despite the fact that we are allowed to vote, sometimes the vote doesn't go the way we want it to go. And I feel like even if the vote doesn't go my way here, that you people are part of my tribe. So it's good to be part of a tribe.
Hey, let's bring this train over here so that we not see your beautiful faces.
My name is Denise. I am happy to join a group of like-minded people who care about each other and the world we live in.
My name is Nathan. Thank you. A friend of mine asked me, why bother pledging? What's the point? If you come to a service, aren't you a member? And I said, I thought about that for a while. I thought it was an interesting question. And it occurs to me, there are many people in the world that do not have the privilege or right to worship the way they see fit. And religion is used as a rationale for lots of terrible things, lots of violence against people. It's happening today in China, South Africa, Congo, Palestine. And so it's a right to be here. That's my answer to him. It's a right that not everyone has. And then I thought, some of my ancestors are Native American. Their heritage is entirely lost to me because of genocide, essentially. It hasn't always been a right here for everyone. And so I am here and hope. I pledge because it's my right, and I join in hope of healing some grain of the spiritual trauma suffered by my great-grandmother. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Brenda Ponick, and I'm joining because I'm falling in love with you. But I'm joining because all parts of me are very welcome here. My vulnerable parts, my political parts, my kind parts, my parts that play with your parts. And we in this world don't have a place of belonging all the time. And I think that this is a place that makes belonging and gives voice through difference and does not other. And I'm committed to those principles, and I think this place is too. So I'm glad to be here.
Good morning. My name is Lynn, and I'm pleased to be becoming a member this morning. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Keith, and so far I've attended 2 services at this in UUC, but I already feel I have enough information or intuition to be grateful for this kind of refuge or oasis from everything else I experience outside of here. And as part of the interdependent theme, I'm looking forward to learning how I can make a contribution to this congregation.
Hi, my name's Samantha, and before Neighborhood, I was at First, and I kind of like grew up in Unitarian, I guess it's religion, I don't know exactly what it is, but anyways, but I really enjoy Neighborhood because it feels like a big, like, even though it's small, it's like a very like tight-knit community, and I'm excited to keep going.
Hi, I'm Rob. Brenda took what I was going to say, so I will echo what Brenda said. I'm becoming more and more convinced that there are a lot of different aspects of me, and all of me loves all of you. So thank you.
Hi, I'm Wendy, and I feel like I've found a community here that I didn't know existed, and like a few other people have said, I feel like I'm allowed to be myself here.
Hello, I'm Abigail. Yeah, I don't have anything to add. I think everyone said it really well. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Robin, and I was a member about 10 years ago here, and I'm just really happy and relieved to have found my way back.
Hi, I'm Leslie. I have never intentionally joined any community before, and this feels it's a really big deal for me. I'm joining because this feels like a place where I can truly practice authenticity. It's a place where I would like to build community, and where I would like to expand my spiritual growth. And thank you for welcoming me since the first day I walked through the doors, like 4 weeks ago.
I'll hold it.
How many people here were here for the 25th anniversary? Okay, that's what did it for me. When I heard those people talking towards the end about their big experience over the 25 years, that was it. I was convinced, perfectly convinced. And my name is Paul.
Thank you all. It is such a joy to begin getting to know all of you. For those who are longtime members here, I encourage you now, you know their names, you know their faces. These are going to be your new friends and loved ones who are going to be deeply intertwined and have a space in your heart forever. Thank you all for joining your lights to ours, for choosing amid all life's challenges and uncertainties to commit to being part of something, for enriching us with your talents and your questions, with your very presence. We're all going to sing Serenade to You, the song that we learned earlier, Whoever You Are, as a marker of our love and our welcome, and to connect us to the many, many years of other joining rituals, all those here who have sung and heard that song over the years. Now you are part of that chain. Welcome, welcome, whoever you are.
I invite everyone to rise, and instead of singing it forward, have a look around while you sing it and welcome your neighbors and friends around you. Whoever you are, we welcome you. Wherever you come from, we welcome you. Whomever you love, we welcome you. Whoever you are, we welcome you. Wherever you come from, we welcome you. Whomever you love, we welcome you. Whomever you love, whomever you love, we welcome you.
Now is the time for our offertory. Sharing of ourselves is part of every faith. And while we're so grateful for everyone who volunteers, we still need monetary contributions to pay salaries and create programs and, well, basically to keep the lights on. Members of Neighborhood choose a variety of ways that they give financially, either through the offerings in the baskets, which are going to be passed along, maybe the QR codes that you can see on the screen, or through their banks. Whether you're online or in the sanctuary, you can use that link displayed on the screen, which leads us to our donation page on our website. And in all ways, I ask you to be generous and thank you in advance for your donation. Greeters, once the money is collected, please bring it to me while we listen to this beautiful music.
Just going to say this is a reprise of the song Thank You for the Welcoming, and the kind of intention is it's about, there's a Taoist idea and a common thing in Eastern religion that there is thoughts that one shares as a group, and that's an important kind of aspect of realizing the Tao.
Well, how about I take that in a minute? If you've found love and acceptance here, if you've found home here, if you've known kindred spirits here, let this offering be a token of our gratitude for our common life as we build the common good.
All right, now we will invite back up to the front everyone who's wishing to join Neighborhood as a member of our congregation today. We're going to make it official. I'll also invite Christina Keel from our membership team to come up and help with this part. As you make your way forward, all your separate journeys have brought you here. Through your questions, your sharing, your relationships, your careful discernment, you are ready to take this leap of faith and formally join our congregation as a member. Congratulations. We are so grateful to have you here. We look forward to seeing how your stories continue to unfold among the people of this community. We have some shared words to mark this moment, at which time the commitment becomes real. But know that your relationship to this congregation is something that will continue to grow and change far beyond this one ritual moment together. So everyone here, I invite you to open your hearts up to these newest members of our community. Feel the flow of energy and warmth. Let it be directed up here to them. And we'll get our joining words up on the screen momentarily. Oh, we're getting there. All right. Okay. All right. And I'll speak into the mic so that those at home will know what we're saying. But this is for all of our new members to speak together. I will endeavor to follow Neighborhood's mission to empower spiritual growth and shared action for the care of our world. I will also strive to craft a spiritual life, live our 8 principles, and share my time, resources, and abilities to strengthen our congregation. And now all the current members of Neighborhood, I invite you to respond with different words, accepting and welcoming these newest members. And Christina will lead us in reading those.
We, the members of Neighborhood Unitarian Universalist Congregation, welcome you into our community with open hearts. We offer you not just welcome, but belonging. May you find with us a place of both comfort and challenge, a place where your spirit can both rest and grow, a place where you are known and can transform more fully into who you wish to be. Welcome.
Welcome, welcome. And new members, please remain standing up here while we extinguish our chalice, because we're going to sing you out in a dramatic fashion. Deb will lead us through that.
So please join us in our chalice extinguishing song as Allie extinguishes the chalice first. All right, so this is a kind of a special way. I'm going to do a little bit of a setup before Rev Sally gives our closing blessing. So first I'm going to call Morgan and Julia up. There was a banner at the young person's table that they're going to bring to the front and hold here. It's going to be like the beginning of an arch. Okay. Now, you know how we do the children's recessional and we make that arch that when they go into the children's program? So the rest of the congregants, if you wouldn't mind making that arch in the center aisle, similar to what we do for the young people. Oh, that's lovely. And then Rev Sally's going to do the closing blessing, and our new members are going to crawl through that beautiful arch. And we're going to do a rendition. Our closing song is going to be a rendition of the one that we usually sing for them. So I'm going to pass this over to Rev Sally.
Thank you. Wow, this is impressive. This is beautiful. I will go first so that everyone knows it can be done. Our closing blessing today will send us out. Our new members, you're all invited to follow us through the arch, and we will have you sign your names in our registry of members so that we have your name down for our future generations to see. And I will say as our closing blessing, may we all remember how interconnected we are, and especially when we cannot be kind to ourselves, may we find those who will be kind to us. May we fall in love a little bit more with the world around us every single day. May we know we are not alone. And may we grow in the Spirit.
Our service is ended. Go in peace and love, my friends.